right now, like, do you have any personal, uh, like, opinions or any kind of like designers on your radar? Any kind of, you know, staple, pieces that you want to add to your wardrobe? Anything that like stands out, or you know,
Uh,
anything that's been released recently
yeah.
or
So
to be released
so
anytime soon?
the Gucci Ace sneakers.
Okay.
I've been collecting those like kind of like art pieces, like the low top Gucci Ace sneakers. I've been collecting them, so they have like the all over Gucci logo print. I love that. Then they have like the floral one that I really
Cool.
love, and I collected that. So I'm like kind of like collecting like it's art, like
Yeah.
so like collecting like
Like,
Trouble Andrew.
you're not gonna wear it every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Or
like like certain things I'm not
you're
gonna
not gonna
wear.
skateboard
Yeah,
with
but
the
like just
Trouble Andrew
so like
limited piece.
so like when we talk about fashion is
Yeah.
fashion is a form of art because it's design.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
is.
So
Yeah.
so everything is a form of art in a sense.
Yeah. Everything is a design.
It's
man.
design. So
Yeah. So,
so and I don't really like low top sneakers besides bathing apes. like that's like my go to
yeah.
low top sneaker. Like and then maybe some Vans here and there, a couple
Cool.
slides. But like bathing ape is like my favorite low top sneaker.
So why bathing ape over the Air Force One? Do you think the Air Force One has just been like overdone or like just
alright,
I don't
so
know?
I like the Air Force One high top.
Okay.
So I've been collecting those too. So
Alright.
like Ricardo
Cool.
Ricardo from Givenchy, he drops a couple of them. So I don't know. Next episode,
Yeah,
I'll
Ricardo
probably
Tisci, yeah,
break out the
he's a
actual
man.
footwear so you guys can see it instead of
Yeah.
just. So maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, we got visuals.
Yeah. So like, next episode we'll break out some stuff so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But the Tesh, I don't want to mess up his name. Tichi. I call him Tichi.
Ricardo Tisci.
Yeah, I say Tichi. So
Yeah.
so his the Minotaur black and red and blue high top Air Force Ones with the star on the side with the blue star. I love those, so I got those. Then he recently released the Icarus colorway, which was like a salmon pink and purple. It's really dope. I like those. So far as Air Force Ones, I prefer the high top with the strap. I like that. Low tops,
Cool.
I don't like the Air Force One low top. I don't even think I probably owned one my whole life.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
But it's weird because it's the same silhouette as the Baby Ape. I feel like the Bapesters, I should say, it's just dope. The colors and
I
everything.
haven't been a big Air Force One fan either. I maybe own like a pair of high top all white, a pair of low top all white. Growing up, but
As a matter of fact,
that was it.
I got a pair of the all white Don C Air Force One high tops too. So like literally, if I'm doing Air Force Ones, they're gonna be only high tops because I love high top sneakers. So that's why I think I prefer that. But the Don C all white Air Force One high top are pretty dope because it's almost like a collaboration of a couple. I think like the Air Force Two, like I wouldn't want to call it the Air Force One. I'm just gonna call it the Air Force, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna call it the Air Force.
Yeah,
So,
and also with like high tops, like it's just the obsession with how the taper of the pants leg falls on to the shoe,
that's very
to the
important.
upper part of the shoe. So
Yeah.
I mean, you get that with high top, and you don't get the same response with a low top sneaker. So it seems more fuller, like that the whole. The creasing and the stacking of the denim or of any kind of pant that you wear.
You know what's so funny? I think women don't even know that men go through this stuff as far as like getting dressed with like how your jeans fall. So like if you wearing Timbs, whatever, how your jeans fall on your Timbs is like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta like, is your jean boot cut or you not doing boot cut? You tuck it in. like, I don't know. It all depends on like what area you from. Because I still see
skinny.
I still be seeing some dudes with some baggy ass jeans with Timbs, and then you'll see some jokers with the slim fit skinny jeans tucked in. Like it's all about how you your fresh code, how you go about getting dressed. So
and plus, like every guy, I mean, like some people they might not be comfortable in a skinny fit, denim or slim fit, so they might have to, wear like straight leg or relaxed or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or boot cut like you said.
Yeah,
But
boot cut. Yeah.
yeah, it's all like to each his own as well.
Mm-hmm. So I think the Gucci Ace low tops are like my sneaker of choice right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, Fear of God, military style sneaker.
Yeah.
Look at your face when I said that. You like, yeah.
It's high on my wish list.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna disagree.
Nah. Yeah. Yo, Jerry Lorenzo, he definitely got a hit with those. I mean, I really like the construction of
the silhouette of the shoe, the design of the shoe. I think it's like, yo, killed that shit.
Yeah.
He killed it. Only thing I wish he would do it in leather instead of nylon.
Oh, okay.
Like I want a leather sneaker from that silhouette. Like I think he did it in the beginning. It might have been like a suede, I believe. Yeah. And then now it's been nylon, and he does have the leather
material
ones.
And construction of whatever you invest in. It really it matters. It matters, y'all.
Yeah. So like, because the price point for those sneakers is up there, so like I would rather you give us some leather, Jerry, please. Like you did give us the basketball style Air Force, not I'm gonna say Air Force One, the Fear of God sneaker.
Yeah,
that has leather. That's
leather.
That was leather. But I rather it in the military style. So maybe I can go back and find it. At least like a Grail or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But
now, like going back a few months ago, the Michael Mary sneakers was on my radar, but for some reason they're not there. Like
the ones that look like the YSLs, those.
Yeah.
I remember. You definitely was like you definitely on them.
They're not on my radar.
So you feel like I think like the Chelsea boots that he does are better design. I feel like the things that he does with the Chelsea boot, the suede ones, because he does like the bandana and the chain, like a rock and roll,
like
type
hardware,
the hardware on those,
the metal,
is
silver
dope.
hardware.
I'm not like a big Chelsea boot wearer guy. Like I'll wear that on some casual. I'm go to work. I might I don't think I'll wear Chelsea.
Yeah, you can actually get away in the office with those.
Yeah, you can get it off in the office. Like
dress them up, dress them down.
I haven't gotten to that point in my life yet where I feel like I'm gonna wear Chelsea boots on the weekend with some jeans and a button down. Like I've seen that look and it's a cool look. I just the Hooterville in me won't let me do it. You know what I mean? The Hooterville in me won't let me do it. So.
You won't like you just kicking it, chilling. Like you just don't feel that comfortable in it. Yeah. Like you want to be a little more casual. Yeah, like
I tried it one time and it was cool, but like I had to wear with like some like real slim. Actually, it's the Gucci Chelsea ones that I got the black Gucci Chelsea ones with the red and green on the side, and I had to wear it with like some super skinny like Zara jeans for it to look right, and and I think that's the only time I ever worn like that one time. Okay. But I love that boot. I love that Gucci Chelsea boot. But what I'm saying is the Michael Mary one is a better design. With the buckles and the hardware is a better design.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really like it. And bandana print, I like print.
The bandana.
Like different, interesting.
But the denim jeans has like I like when he does the denim with the bandana print.
Yeah, with the patches,
with the patches and stuff.
The elbow, under the holes and
the knee cutouts.
Yeah.
So
those,
I like that.
Those are pretty cool.
Those are dope.
And as far as like my radar, a lot of vintage pieces have been on my radar because I do realize that a lot of these designers they are inspired by vintage clothing, like vintage fashion.
Greg
Lauren.
Greg
Lauren. Yo,
he's sicko with it. I like how he blends the vintage with like a contemporary type of style.
Yeah, he uses like 2-3 materials in one piece. Like
almost like a Dr. Romanelli type.
Kind of like mashup.
Yeah, mashup, like a mashup.
So like that's pretty cool, interesting. Like maybe the upper part of a shirt, maybe one material or one pattern, and then like he'll finish it. The bottom, the edges with like a different color or pattern or material.
Yeah, so
I think that's very genius.
Yeah,
and it really works for his pieces. Like you have to see it.
Yeah, you got to see it.
Yeah, Greg Lauren.
Greg Lauren. So if you guys are not up on Greg Lauren, I think he's Tommy Hill. Not Tommy Hill, but Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, he's related to him.
Nephew, I believe.
Yeah.
Nephew. Somehow they're related. Greg Lauren is related to Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, his pieces are like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So he had got some dope pieces. I'm drawing a blank. I was about to say something based on that. So like Dr. Romanelli is like, I think like one of the first people or most iconic people to mesh things. Like he would take like a Nike tracksuit with some other pieces and like mesh them real good. So I think like, you know, but it was a different type of execution because he was actually deconstructing other pieces and putting them together. Yeah. So kind of like the shoe surgeon, how he deconstructs on the shoes and custom makes them with other materials and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, there's just a lot of tribute to detailing that's involved in that process, and I think that's something that's very crafty, and it shows like true craftsmanship behind designing fashion. And let's see, I have another like item that's been like on my radar as well. Not too many people like these. Chuck Taylor All Star High Top. I've been feeling like a couple of their like recent collaborations. They have one with J.W. Anderson with the J.W. Anderson grid all over the high top on Chuck Taylor, and it comes in black and white, two colorways. And then the second collection that they released like a couple months ago, back in January, was with the brand called Rocket, like a streetwear brand.
Oh, Rockers from Rocket or Rockers?
Rocket, ROKIT. I believe they're either based in LA or Japan. Now, when I purchased one of their shirts, it came from LA. But following them, I've been following them recently, like on Instagram. And a lot of like their lead designers are like out in Japan or somewhere over in Asia. So I mean, as far as like Converse, I mean that's another shoe.
They got an off-white. Nike owns Converse, right?
Yeah, Nike owns Converse.
Nike owns Converse. I didn't like. I didn't know that.
And Virgil's releasing the off-white.
When he did
Converse.
that's when I realized it.
Yeah,
so how long has like Nike owned Converse? Like they acquired them?
Yeah, it's been a while because it's like Nike, Converse, Hurley. It's like another brand that's I think is in like what is that, like skateboarding or like swim. Swimwear for men or whatever. So so like I think the Chuck Taylor has influenced a lot of designers as well. Like as far as footwear design. Yeah, it's been a staple.
Bape has a Chuck Taylor that I love with the shark head. I love when Bape does the collab with the shark heads, but like that Chuck Taylor, the Bape Chuck, I love it. I don't own a pair because I always miss out when that one drops for some reason. I'm gonna try to get a piece. I'm really looking for one, and hopefully I can get one. Preferably a blue Chuck, but if not, I'll take another color. But
So I do notice like you're one of the biggest Bape fans I know. And like just going back to like the Converse Chuck Taylor, like the beauty of the shoe is that it's so refined and simple that you can upgrade it easily.
That's easy.
Yeah. So
because even like with the off white, it has like the off white on the side Converse, like Virgil, whatever that he did. But like
it's easy to add your own.
It was like a clear gel sole.
Yeah.
Like it was So like. It's such a simple silhouette shoe that you can do a lot to it, you know what I mean? And you don't even have to do a lot to it to upgrade it or enhance it.
You don't even need to be an experienced designer.
Yeah.
You can just go online and do the customizing.
So they do have the option to customize the Chucks. Van also has an option to customize, and I did some customizing with the Vans. I did a couple customized. I did 2 sneakers. So. This is what we'll do. The next episode, when we record, what we're going to do is we're going to bring out some sneakers, some pieces, and we're just going to talk about the sneakers and stuff like that. So that's what we'll do for our next episode. So anything else on your mind, big bro?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe we could bring somebody through, talk about women's fashion.
Yeah. So we haven't forgot about the ladies.
Because You
we
know,
respect
like
y'all.
I'm more versed. We're better versed in men's fashion, men's streetwear, definitely. But yeah, like we want to know what the ladies like and how they feel, and you know what's on their radar as well.
We're based out of Jersey, so or you know anybody in the tri-state area, New York, Philly, Jersey, that you feel like is a great fashionista or has a great outlook on women's wear, women's fashion. Please let us know. Drop a comment in here, and we'll let you guys know if we can reach out to them and set up something so we could have this dialogue, and because we don't want to be a one-sided show, you know, this Fresh Cold podcast on the Fresh Cold channel. But me and Mike, we definitely care about women's outlook on things too. So I know one thing that I do know about what I've been hearing is that women love this Rihanna Fenty.
The beauty products,
the products,
man,
and the Puma collection. Like they seem to like love that Rihanna.
Yeah, but like her influence and her style is just, you know, I mean, it's almost like she can't do anything wrong. Like you know, like she's been, you know, very influential for the past. I mean, I don't know, man. Throughout her entire career.
And the thing is so crazy is like it's like
she's been a huge.
She don't do much. It seems like she don't do much, but she do a lot. It's like that machine that that Rock Nation machine got things going good.
It's well oiled, man.
It's well oiled machine because it's like that Puma the girls love those Puma. The slides, the little furry ones, they love those. And then like the sneaker with the bow, a lot of them, like a lot of girls that I spoke to, they like the sneakers with the bows. Yeah. So that Puma collab they did was pretty dope. And then like her cosmetic line is like out of here.
It's really picked up well. It's, like, you know, it's booming, man. And a lot of her stuff is sold out, and like it's just you know, it's groundbreaking. It's remarkable. You know.
It's Harlem Nights on TV right there. So they probably seen this thing. Watch Harlem Nights. I mean, we do everything is cultural purpose. It's only. You know what I mean? So, what TV shows you feel like out there have like some type of good fashion wardrobe?
I mean,
and that one gotta be necessarily TV. It could be.
But that's interesting that you asked for TV because like. If I watch anything on TV, it has to be like just, you know, downtime. If I have it at the moment, and just something that I really want to watch. So like, I'm not like crazy about TV unless it's like documentary or like some kind of like crime drama or anything like that. But like, I really like the wardrobe and power that they use.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was pretty solid, and you've seen it progress, and it has its high points and lows as well. But like Amari Hardwick, like I think his you know, his collection has been real.
His tie game serious. The suits look nice and tailored.
Yeah, outside of the gel suit that he had to wear, gel uniform, but everything else has been. Pretty much solid.
So how do you feel about how they dress Tommy? Do you think they try to dress him like a black dude? Like, cause like you know, like it's like it's almost like Tommy's like a white dude that's trapped, a black dude that's trapped in a white dude's body, right?
But in the show, Tommy was from
Queens, right?
Queens, the same neighborhood as Ghost and like Canaan and all of them. So like.
So he grew up black pretty much, right? He grew up hip hop.
Yeah, but like
I can't see him in no cowboy boots. I can't see Tommy in cowboy boots.
Yeah, like he had that urban influence.
I
think that was dope. And to see him like in the show and see his character evolve as well. I mean his dress code isn't that it doesn't have that many layers to it because you know. He does what he do in the show.
He does like a lot of all black, right? Like a hoodie, like
hoodie or with like a you know leather jacket or something. And that's just it.
Like they do some dope leathers for him in the show, so he doesn't look like a dope lot.
And you don't see a lot of logos and stuff like that. So everything is really
refined, right?
Yeah. It's really refined, and And yeah, and they also won I believe an Image Award for the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last year. So that speaks highly about
How
everyone
is portrayed on the show, right?
portrayed and presented, from their looks to their character. So yeah.
Okay, so please don't judge me, right? Because I
Yeah,
stumbled.
what show, what movies
that's
been
what I'm
on
about to
your
say.
own?
So one day I was on the Hulu and I'm going through and I'm like, yo, Blackish was a show that I didn't really get to watch like that.
Okay.
But it's still on TV. I'm like, yo, I seen a couple episodes, like, oh, it's kind of cool. So when I saw that they had a spinoff called Grownish, I'm like, I wonder if this is gonna be like a you know how we had the Cosby Show, then it was like A Different World, and then like I love the Cosby Show, but I really enjoy A Different World. Like in Different World, like made me like want to go to college. It wanted me to get like
that freedom.
Yeah, like
you know.
And so I'm like, yo, let me check out the Grownish, right? Because it goes, old girl kind of cute. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers is flaky. Like the wardrobe.
Yeah,
it's on another level, yo.
Oh yeah.
No, it's on another level.
Yeah, I haven't watched that show. But so
the wardrobe one, like first,
and
the main character, what's her name? Rashira. I don't want to mess up her name. The main character with the African American girl with the curly hair.
I know you're talking about. So like, so why do you feel that way about the wardrobe?
Like the styling, like first of all, in the show, she's going to school to be a designer, and oh boy, he's a model. What's his name? He used to be with Ian Connor and Soul and all that type of stuff. Like I forgot his name, but he's in there too.
Okay.
And so her in school to be so like it's fashion driven a little bit because she's designing, she's interning, and all that type of stuff. So like her wardrobe, she be looking nice. Like she be looking nice, man. I'm like, damn, she look good. Like not even like she's a beautiful girl, but like she be looking fresh. Like it be casual stuff, just everything. The wardrobe is crazy. So then I'm like, all right, her stuff was off the hook. But then everybody else too on the show, everybody, Givenchy, Gucci, like all that, like
it's valid.
It's like they got a budget. Trust me, I know the numbers, I know the prices.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? And like they got a budget, so like so I seen a whole bunch of Givenchy. I seen a whole bunch of. I just seen a whole bunch of stuff like Balmain, like stuff. I'm like, damn. So then I started thinking about it. Right? I went back to like thinking about like when I was in college and like, cause I'm gonna be real with you. When I went to college, it felt like only me and my nucleus, my boys, only one care about how we looked. I feel like everybody else was like college students. Like I thought like we the only one who had that mindset of like
sweats and flip flops.
Yeah, everybody was sweats and flip flops, and we were Prada. We were shopping at Neiman Marcus when everybody else was shopping at Old Navy. And like we were college students where we worked and we saved our money and we would go shop. That's what we spent our money on. And I started thinking about recently I had went out and it was like I went to a bar and it was a younger crowd and I was just observing the dress code and I'm like, it's got to be hard as hell to be a college student nowadays because when I was in college, it wasn't really no pressure to dress nice. We wanted to dress nice. We wanted to have a nice trench coat or like we wanted to dress nice. But back then, people didn't care. Everybody was more focused on. I don't know if they're focused on grades or not, but like I just feel like people didn't care about their appearance. Now, when I see these college students, they care about their appearance. Like it's crazy. I'm looking like.
Well, by chance, did you happen to like speak to any of them or know perhaps like what school they went to? Or anything?
I believe they went to like Rutgers, like New Brunswick, because I was closer to Rutgers, New Brunswick. So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, alright, them ugly ass Gucci sneakers. I know they cost like $650. You know what I mean? Like it's just like certain things. I'm looking, I'm like,
and like college kids are known for being on a budget, strict budget, broke. They away from home, so they don't have, they don't got mom and pops there.
Yeah, so like
their pockets,
So I'm looking, I'm saying like,
reach in.
You don't look like a college student. And I thought about when I was in college, like I didn't look like a college student, but like it's like an abundance of kids who don't look like they're college students. There's a bunch of like I don't see the King University hoodies and the Rutgers. No, I see the Gucci hoodie or the whatever brand hoodie or you know what I mean, the off-white hoodie. I see that and I'm like,
now do you think it's because of the setting you guys were in? Do you think that had some kind of play into it?
No.
Or do you think if you go on campus you'll see more of, you know, their university gear being worn or in the classrooms?
Nah, because my other boys, they went to FDU. What's the other campus that's up there by Bergen County? And when we went to visit them, because we had a similar mind state, they cared about how they look. Yeah. And like my man Fly, my man Jaffe, I mean, they cared about how they look, so their nucleus was fresh as hell. Like they was fresh minks, or like you know what I mean, like look like they you know what I mean, like you. They, so and then everybody else around them didn't care about their appearances. So I feel like
they stood out. Like.
Yeah, so they stood out like how we stood out, and but now I feel like I think it's because of what technology is now. I feel like it's just so many other ways to acquire things. Also, it's a big scamming thing. Like there's a whole lot of credit card fraud and stuff like that. So now it affords people who can really afford stuff to probably get stuff. Yeah. And you know what I mean? So I think that too is a part of it.
Okay.
You know, and of course boosting is still a good form to get stuff. So, you know, it's girls running into those stores and stuff, throwing stuff and baby carriages and
I think the music
music.
The influence of the music, because you know, like entertainment industry, you know, like these designers are held to a high regards, and they're always.
What's so crazy though? A lot of rappers can't dress. There's very few. Like they'll be having like all the labels on, all the Gucci, all the Fendi, all the stuff, and they look tacky as shit. Yeah, they look tacky as hell. There's very few rappers that can dress
together. You know, because they can afford it. Right. And also the athletes, they you know, they get fly too.
Yeah, the athletes.
Some of them, and that might have an influence on how
the college, or the crowd,
how the younger audience may carry themselves as well. Mm-hmm. You know, and it could be an aspiration thing too. And they want to feel that they can meet that level. Yeah. But man, like I really like to see people express themselves. You know, through fashion or through art. No matter what the name or the label is, but it's just always dope to see, you know, people express themselves by what they wear.
And not even saying like you got to have the labels to be fleeky. I'm just using the word fresh. No, it's fresh clothes. I like to say fresh, but some of y'all who are listening of younger generation,
tripping, whatever you say,
whatever. But like I feel like fresh is always going to be like dripping, whatever. You know what I mean? But I feel like you know, fly and fresh is always going to be a term that you can't miss. Not understand that that person fresh or that person fly. You know what that means. So with that being said, I really feel like this younger generation, even like in high school and stuff, like they die over Supreme, yo. Well, I'm not saying die like physically, but like they love Supreme. They see the Supreme sticker, the box logo sticker, and it's like you have some type of clout or like you like
the light bulb goes
Supreme.
You know what? I think the bar has been raised in these past like decade. I'm gonna say, because like you know like high end streetwear has, you know, I mean it really has picked up. It has a huge influence right now. Like I remember before when we were growing up, like maybe the priciest like footwear item you might have thought about purchasing was like a pair of Pradas or like Air Jordans, and that was it. But now, like, there's so many different brands and labels out here that it's like, and the prices are increasing like by the year.
Let me tell you something.
It's crazy.
These fashion houses losing their mind. Gucci lost their mind. Their prices out of here. Price is ridiculous. Like I wouldn't even say just like trying to compete with Louis Vuitton, because I don't think they can compete with Louis Vuitton because their heritage Louis Vuitton is so much longer. But what I'm saying is, and I think it's because a brand like a Fear of God and a brand like a Michael Murray can have $1,000 price point on jeans. They're like, if you think you can charge $1,000 for your jeans, and you're a company that's been around for 2 to 3 years.
Exactly.
And we've been around for 50, 60, 70 years, or maybe 100 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it really.
We're gonna charge $2,500 for a pair of jeans.
It could become like a competitive thing, and it's a bold statement too.
Yeah.
Of anything too, it's like an exclamation mark.
Yeah. Cause like
$1,000 for each item in my collection.
Yeah.
On average, like that's crazy.
That's a lot. That's a mortgage, cardinal payment.
Yeah, and I always encourage people to shop on a budget, bargain shop. I love bargain shopping.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And also, remember that, just trying to, keep up with the Joneses or impress people or keep up with the latest and the greatest. Like a lot of these, style influencers and, entertainers and stuff, like they get shit for free. So,
so
like we're the ones who have to.
We're making this because we're
actually
consuming.
Put out our have to put out money to purchase it, and a lot of them they might just get it for the low or samples or whatever.
I know this for a fact. They get boxes shipped to their cribs.
Or they know this particular designer, so he's giving it. Like I know all of the celebrities that Virgil signed and sold for. Not one of them probably paid for that pair of Jordan, retro one. So so keep that in mind.
So definitely keep that in mind that a lot of these people, celebrities that you see wearing all this high end fashion and fresh stuff. Yeah. 9 times out of 10 they're not paying for it, they're getting it for free. Yeah,
you miss one release, don't hang your head low. There's always gonna be more releases.
Yeah, it's always gonna be. Don't try to buy everything all up.
Yeah. Maybe not that item, but it's gonna be the next big thing. Yeah,
so. Like you know what I mean. Yeah. Like I encourage you people to get staple pieces. Try to get classic pieces. So that like I try to get classic pieces. They might not be a classic to others, but to me, I feel like like this is something I could break out 2 or 3 years from now, and they'll still be like, damn, that's a nice shoe, or damn, that's a nice
Get something that you can resell that's gonna hold some kind of value. So maybe after you wear it a couple times or a few times and you don't want it, and it's just like sitting in your wardrobe, you might could resell it for a good value. Yeah.
So, it's been fun talking to y'all. Fresh Code Podcast, the Fresh Code channel. Follow us on Instagram. We back, man. We back. You're gonna see more of us. We made it simpler so we can share our opinions to you guys. Once again, we're not sponsored by nobody. We're a consumer of art and fashion. We consume art and fashion because we love art and fashion. My man's a photographer. He's an artist in his own right too. Me, I'm a creative. I'm a consultant, and
I worked in fashion for years, so it's just it's not new to us.
So we wanted to bring this platform to like the everyday guy that likes to get fresh. And that's pretty much what this is. And also to the everyday girl that like to get fresh, that probably got a dude in her life that ain't fresh. And you want to lead them in the right direction.
Yeah.
So
might want to tune in.
So tune into the Fresh Code, and that's what it is. All right, y'all.
Peace.